Sport teaches young girls so many invaluable lessons. When you look at confidence that it instills in them, their ability to work well with others, their ability to be coachable and to take criticism and to take advice and to be able to incorporate that into individual and collective goals. And I think that the adversity that you face in sport teaches you resiliency to overcome, the work ethic that is needed in order to compete. And then there's humility that it teaches you as well. You're not going to win every event or game that you compete in, so understanding the highs and lows and how to allow that to mold and shape who you are. Unfortunately, the 14 is a pivotal age for young girls, and twice as many girls drop out of sport by the time they're 14. So we need to encourage young girls to stay in sport and to encourage them to understand how valuable that sport actually is for the growth and development of them.
So for me, I believe that sports is very important for girls. One of the aspects of it is we live today in a world that is, we want everything now, instant gratification. And sports gives you those goal-setting techniques and really dreaming and going the long route where it's not an instant gratification. You're not going to win a medal that day. You'll have to work for it.
Sports are really important for young girls in order to build an early positive relationship with their bodies. This relationship will carry forward into virtually anything else they choose to do in life.
I feel that it's very important that girls start playing sports at a young age. Not only does it start to build self-confidence and self-esteem as they achieve goals with teammates or just individual, but it also starts to create very healthy habits from not only eating, but also discipline and time management. And these are all things that they can carry on each year as they get older and progress in their sport.
I think that girls should get involved in sports because I think it's just an awesome world that they could open themselves up to. Within my realm of track and field and running, I get to be outside and be in nature every single day and just clear my mind, and I love that. And so I think it can also create good habits for long-term health, and I'm a huge proponent of moving your body every single day. So I think all girls should be involved in sports.
It's important for girls to play sports because it teaches them leadership, it teaches them teamwork, it teaches them dedication. I don't think I'd be the person I was if I hadn't played sports all throughout high school, middle school, elementary school. It really taught me to work hard and that nothing's really going to be given to you. It also just creates bonds with people, and it teaches you how to be a good team member and a good later on employee.
It's important for girls to be involved in sports just to give them the confidence boost and the higher self-esteem, to let them know that if it's something that they enjoy and they want to be a part of, then there's no reason why they can't go out there and do it. They are more than capable. I think sports teaches life lessons. I know for me personally, it's taught me a lot about patience and perseverance, that the day you plant the seed is not the day you're going to see the reward, but you keep working hard and putting the effort into it, then you're going to reap the success.
Playing sports as a young girl or high school or college is so important. You're going to build confidence in yourself and hopefully in others around you. You're going to meet a whole community of people that want to see you succeed. And I think one of the most important things that we learn through sports as females is that we can be leaders and that we can be successful. You see your coaches and your teammates go on to do really great things, and they inspire you to go do great things as well. And so I think competing in sports as a young girl just builds that mentality that you can do anything.
I think it's important for girls to play sport because it gives us so many attributes that are empowering. It teaches us so many life lessons. It helps us become resilient. It helps us become courageous. We learn how to deal with hard work and discipline. We learn how to deal with loss and change. And ultimately, we learn a lot about ourselves through the challenges that we face. So yeah, I think that sport is such an important vehicle for girls. It's a perfect way for girls to become empowered and fulfill their life potential.
Now that I am officially retired and having the opportunity to reflect on all that sport has taught me, it's been an incredible reflection, and seeing the huge impact that it's had on my life in so many different aspects is something that I will remember forever. And hopefully one day when I raise a family, I will encourage my kids to get into sports, and obviously something that they like and that they're interested in. It doesn't have to be soccer, although my husband and I joke about it all the time. We both came from soccer backgrounds, and we already know that most likely our kids won't be into soccer. It's just how the world works. But yeah, I think the biggest lessons that has taught me is having to come together as a team and having a common goal. And maybe in some cases it's someone that you wouldn't necessarily hang out with outside of the soccer field, but you need to find some commonality to perform and be at your best as a team. Also, just being a good teammate has taught me a lot in life, that there's a lot of times where you have to put yourself to the side and say what's best for the team in this situation, and how can I be the best version of myself for the greater good of everyone. It taught me how to be selfless. It taught me how to work hard. It taught me how to manage my time. It taught me how to be organized. It taught me if I care about myself and take care of my body nutritionally and physically, I'm able to perform at my best. So there's been a lot of life lessons that sport has taught me, and I think a lot of them will carry through to who I am as a parent someday.
The life lessons that I've learned from sport is a laundry list, and I don't have enough time on this video to talk about all of them. But the ones that are most important to me is integrity, self-confidence, self-esteem, and mastering my mind. And those are all traits that you collect along your way through your athletic journey. And it's a fun one, it's a bumpy one, but at the end of the day, it is very much worth it.
Sports taught me a lot of life lessons. One of the most important being that you don't always get to win. Sometimes you can learn the most from your mistakes and your failures. And even though you feel like you put your heart and soul into something, make sacrifices for it, and you set your goals high, things might not go your way at the end of the day. And that's okay, because what matters is that you can move forward and learn from the things that don't go right.
So I think for me, nowadays, I put what I learned as an athlete, as a professional athlete, into it with building teams. I was part of a team. I knew that we had to be in harmony together. So when I go out, coach, or work in different projects, I'm always looking to see if I can find what makes people pumped up, what makes each individual want to be part of this team to make us get through whatever goal we need to get to.
Sports have taught me to love my body. No matter how big I am, no matter how tall I am, my body has a purpose. Sports have taught me to work hard. You can't get really far in life if you don't work that hard. Through sports and trying to make teams, trying to be the best player on the team has really showed me what I can do and that you can really test the limits. I think really sports just make a person grow.